is no stock.
Big move in Bitcoin then, in contrast to all the notes I wrote pre-show, which were telling me that this was going to put Bitcoin under pressure.
The narrative that perhaps this launch of these political meme coins will sap flows from Bitcoin is showing us that it's really not the case this morning. If anything, it's just accelerated the momentum and the excitement around cryptocurrency under another Trump administration. But that Trump coin this weekend.
What is all this FOMO about? Should I buy Bitcoin now?
Are you smoking your socks? You should rather watch my show. You should rather watch my show.
What is up, legends? Welcome to another live stream. And let me just put on some nice background music now that we've got the intro out the way. Yes, are you smoking your socks? You should rather watch this show. Don't FOMO into trades. Right, legends, welcome to another live stream. Let me take the scribble here out the way. Smash up the like on your way in. If you're not already a subscriber, make sure that you subscribe for future notifications. Right, legends, let me say hi to the beautiful community. Switch on my comments over here and let's go say hi to the beautiful community. I just want to see where is my comments. Right, let's start here from the top. Say hi to the beautiful community. I recommend more portrait cop for your thumbnails. Okay, cool. I do enjoy my thumbnails. So I always appreciate some feedback. Okay, can always improve, but I do enjoy the process of making my own thumbnails. I'm waiting for Dewald wearing a Guns and clothes and having a red envelope on BTC. Right, definitely a possibility, because I mean the Bitcoin is here to surprise us. How to trade on 𝗞𝗍 video looks really cool. Thank you so much, Mr. Junior Pro member here in the house. Good evening, Dewald and legends. Remember, legend success is 90% mindset and 10% execution. Get your head in the game and own your next trade. Smash the like button. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for the support, Mr. Junior. Always appreciate that. Your channel profile picture style would be cool. Yes, it would. Dewald, good evening, legend. Welcome in the house. A weird guy with a mustache sent me here and told me to smash the like. So I'm here. Vin Gumi, welcome to the live stream. Right, this is where I teach technical analysis. We look at high probable bouncing, resistance and support areas. We trade with good risk management. Most importantly, we trade with good risk management. Welcome to the live stream, Elizabeth. Always great to see you here. Thanks for your support. Bolo, hi legends. Welcome to the live stream. Hello, Dewald, Tador, Misha, Andrew, hi. Elizabeth, hi. Simon, yo. Simon, welcome to the live stream. Roman, Tador, Dewald turned the laser eyes mode with this kind of music. Yes. I hope you guys enjoy the intro, right? It's still a little bit of a work in the making, if I suppose, right? There's still some mastering and editing that needs to happen, but I think it's good enough to use as an intro in the meantime. Right, Dewald is the new crypto face, entering with some crazy stuff. Yes, I'm trying to keep it fun, guys. I'm really trying to keep it fun here on the live stream, because trading, okay, is actually such a serious game. You're trading with money, you know. Some people trade with their life savings on 20x leverage, you know, and that's a conversation for another time. But you know, trading is really boring. Once you've mastered the game of trading and you can consistently make profits week after week, month after month, year after year, it really is a boring game, because emotions makes you make mistakes. And once you've mastered your emotions to some degree, because we're still human, we still make mistakes, trading becomes really boring. So I try and bring some fun elements into the show, right? So we need to entertain ourselves. So stop smoking those socks. Yes, daily profits. This intro music crack up. Yes, Dewald the DJ. Right, legends. Hi to Dewald and all. Thank you so much for joining. Satoshi, welcome. Taylor, legend in the house. Great intro. Thank you so much. Hemra, welcome to the live stream. Chainlink Crypto, Wicked intro, brilliant song. Thank you so much. Epic intro. Spyros, hello, my man. Welcome to the live stream. I see guys are slowly trickling here into the live stream. Okay, so I'm just going to keep on reading through some comments until I see, okay, we've got enough people to start with over here. Hi, Dewald Legends. Let's learn something new and earn some money. Yes, definitely. I love your intro. Smoking your socks is awesome. You have to add perspective, which is a word you use a lot, right? Smoking your socks in our country, I thought it was a very common saying. Okay, we say it all the time here in South Africa to each other if the other person is doing or saying something absolutely crazy. Okay, if someone is doing or saying something absolutely crazy that is unbelievable, we'll just tell that person, "Are you smoking your socks?" Okay, you're basically talking shit, right? That's just a nice way of saying it. You're smoking your socks. Right. Hi, Dewald. Great show. Love it. Great learning. Can you later review? Say yes. I will jump through some altcoins in a moment. Well, I'm first going to do some technical analysis. Okay, for those of you that's been following me for a while, you know, we're first going to focus on a little bit of Bitcoin over here. Do some technical analysis. It is the king of crypto. If Bitcoin takes a fart to the downside, it drags everything down with it. If Bitcoin has nice little bullish momentum to the upside, especially when dominance is dropping in that process as well, the rising tide raises all the ships. Right. Strange did not get a notification of the live. Yeah, it sometimes happens to me as well, where I don't get notification for some live streams, but I did see a notification go out on, because I've got multiple YouTube accounts, so I do always check, and I did see a notification go out. Not sure why. Talma, where is that video on how to trade on 𝗞𝗍? Where is that video on how to trade on 𝗞𝗍? So I've got weeks. If you guys don't know how to trade on weeks, I've got weeks. I've got bluffing. And then here under my trading tutorials, okay, on the homepage, on my YouTube channel, on the homepage, I've got a section here that's called trading tutorials, okay. There I've got some evergreen content. Basically what it means is that it's knowledge that you can even use today. It is not technical analysis on today's price action. It is teaching you something about investing, or how to apply a trading strategy, or how to trade on 𝗞𝗍, or what you need to do first when you start out as a day trader, what the moon in the sky means in terms of trading, how to maximize your investment portfolio, right? I've got a lot of educational content here under my trading tutorials. Basically all of the exchanges that I use, how to make 10x returns, favorite altcoins, blah blah blah, and so the list goes on. So definitely, if you want to educate yourself from a trading perspective, I recommend that you go and check out some of these videos. Right. Nand Dewald, welcome to the live stream. Great to see you here. Right, legends, let's get this the show on the road. You're doing a great job, Dewald, trading, teaching, streaming. Well done. Thank you so much, Simon. I appreciate the kind words. Okay, legends, this little picture that I have here at the moment, okay, Miss Melanie, good morning from Los Angeles. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, I know when I do late live streams like today, Miss Melanie is always here joining us. XRP to the freaking moon. Well, we'll have to see. I'm expecting one more leg here to the upside. Let's see what happens, right? XRP, I know, you know, the XRP army is strong. The force is strong with that one. Okay, legends, that is it for the comments for right now. Let me close the comments out over here. Let's do some serious business. Let's look at some technical analysis. Just want to make sure that the music is indeed there in the background. Do you intentionally skip my comments? Deepest, no, I do not intentionally skip your comments. Okay, there's your comment, right? I just don't have the time to read through every single comment. So sometimes I just scroll and click, right? And if I do miss your comments, please guys, it's not on purpose, right? It's really not on purpose. So deepest, I'm not sure if I did miss your comment upstairs somewhere, but there are so many. Dewald, you're late. Okay, is that the comment that I missed? Right. Yes, I'm a little bit late today. Today's just been a crazy hectic day, but I'm here, right? I'm here bringing you guys the alpha, bringing you the education. So let's get the party on the road. Remember to smash up that like button on your way in. So, I mean, Bitcoin can be bearish, but we sure as hell can be bullish on that little button that you have to click, right? It's just a click with your mouse or your finger, whether you're watching from your computer or your phone. Legends, from a simplicity perspective, okay? I mean, how simple is this? Okay, you know, you can make trading as easy or as difficult as you want. Okay, you can go from as advanced as Elliott wave theory, trend line strategies, Fibonacci's, harmonic patterns, volume trading, swing failure patterns, support and resistance breakouts. There are so many trading strategies, moving averages, MACDs, Lux indicators, which I think is a load of crap, to be honest with you guys. Don't say them, I told you. And right, so legends, I like to combine my shows with a little bit of easy to understand technical analysis, and then, you know, I'll bring in some more detailed technical analysis from a Fibonacci and a trend-based Fib extension perspective. I throw some Elliott wave theory in there. I discuss the probabilities, and for now, as per the thumbnail, can we expect the unexpected here to the upside? And when you look at this picture that I've got here, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think by looking at this little picture? You have support. Okay. You have resistance. Okay. You lost the resistance. Support. Resistance again. Support. You lost it. Resistance. Broke out. Failed. Support, and now support again. So quite an important line over here, very important RS flip over here. So if Bitcoin can hold this little level over here, is it once again going to be a fake out where it falls back down like it's tried? It's tried so many times to break through this resistance, and it just kept on failing every single time. And at some point, it has to flip this resistance into support. And now it looks like it's attempting, right? It's attempting to flip this resistance into support. It has broken out. It came back for a retest. And now you want to see this level hold. Okay, because I think if it's going to come back down, it's most likely going to lose the support again and come down to the bottom. Right, so can the bulls take control? And the only scenario that I'm speculating on right now, legends, is that based on what I see here at the moment, I think that there's a slight higher probability to take the high, okay, before we take the low, ever so slightly. So perhaps we can expect the unexpected here on Bitcoin, and we can zoom into this small little price action that we formed here and just look at the structure that we formed, and we can discuss the probabilities. Okay, is there a chance to come and take this low again at $88,000? Definitely. There's always a probability to come and take this low, but based on what I'm seeing over here, all I am saying, okay, I'm not saying that we are just going to break through and go to $200,000. All I'm saying is, looking at the structure over here, I think there's a slight higher chance that we take the high, okay, before we take this low. Okay, not this low, this low. So that is what I see here on the price of Bitcoin. We have now flipped resistance into support, and as long as the bulls can support and defend this level, okay, perhaps we can get some momentum here to the upside to go and at least claim the highs. Right, hello Dewald, always a pleasure to hear you on Bitcoin. Hugo, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Right, I am seeing the comments coming through here while I'm doing my technical analysis. Right, legends, so I think what is important is to go and have a look at this little structure. And I know that we have psychoanalyzed the crap out of this structure already. And unfortunately, this structure, for me, has a 50-50% chance. I'm not leaning strongly towards any side at the moment, that it can either be an impulse, where you're gonna, you formed 1, 2, 3, we continue to the upside. The corrective structure is done over here, the low is in, and we rampage to the upside, or it is a 3-wave structure to the upside. Okay, I want to show you guys on the 8-hour time frame. Okay, this is definitely still a scenario that I'm keeping in mind. Okay, and I have actually posted a post on my YouTube channel this morning. So for those of you that saw it, right, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So there's a beautiful trend running up over here. Okay, basically connecting pivot, pivot, pivot. And so far, 3 successful touches and bounces to the upside, and we've already claimed the high. So for some, right, this needs to be the low where you're potentially forming a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are now busy with a 5th wave here to the upside. Okay, legends, I need to give credit where credit is due. I learned something new today, and I have to give credit where credit is due, because, we all learn from each other, and we all have sources that educate us, and by no stretch of the imagination will I stand here or sit here in front of you and tell you that I know everything about technical analysis. No, I still learn, and I have to have the mindset of we are human, we all learn every single day something new, because if I'm going to stop learning, then it means that I'm either think I'm perfect, or what, or no, I'm not perfect and I'm always learning, but I have to give credit where credit is due. And I'll get to that in a moment. Someone asked me a couple of times, a couple of people already have asked me, Dewald, what are some of the mentors that you look up to? Who are some of the people that you've learned from in the past? Okay, and today I'm going to reveal one of those people. And I do not like the word mentor. I really, it's just a personal preference of mine. I do not like the word mentor, because usually when people think of a mentor, they put that person on a pedestal. And when that person does something wrong, because we're all human and we all make mistakes, they lose respect and they write the person off, whatever the case might be. So I do not have mentors. I look at every single person as a fellow human being, from which we can all learn something, either what to do better or what not to do. Okay, so today I will reveal one of my sources. But before I get there, legends, let's just do a little bit more of technical analysis. There is a chance that we have formed a 1, 2, 3. This is the 4, and we can now, going up for a final 5th wave here to the upside. Very interesting to learn today that when you complete your 4th wave in a double zigzag, basically an ABC, okay, and an ABC, or a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, basically a double zigzag. Okay, if you finish your 4th wave in a double zigzag, someone told me today that it has a 4% probability of being a 4th wave. It is very rare, and it only plays out in 4% of cases. Okay, which then makes you believe that, well, if this is not the low, okay, then what is the other scenario that could potentially still play out, right? And today I didn't know that the probability was this low, and it's all thanks to Mr. Kuhn, right? I want to show you guys Mr. Kuhn over here. Okay, Kuhn, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about Kuhn. Kuhns, as he calls himself, he is an expert in Elliott wave theory, and he teaches only Elliott wave theory, right? Everything, or most of what I know today about Elliott wave theory, I've learned from this little dude over here, right? So go check him out, subscribe to his channel, give him some love. He also gave me a shout out today. I watched his live stream today where he spoke about the probabilities of where they've used 10 years of data to go and backtest specific scenarios. And he basically shared the scenario this morning, or during his live stream, where he said that when you end a 4th wave in a double zigzag, okay, it has a 4% chance of being the low, and we're just going to continue a 5th wave to the upside. And then I was like, okay, so what are the other probabilities then? The other probability is that there's a higher chance, okay, over 30% chance that you would rather want to form a flat. A, B, C, where you take the low and you take the high properly. Okay, this is a much more common corrective structure. So basically, for the low to be in over here has a 4% chance of being a successful low. But it's still a probability nonetheless. It's not possible. It's still a probability. So I learned something very interesting today. I did not know that this low had such low probability based on the corrective structure that we formed over here in a WXY. Very interesting. Right, legends. So that is one of the people, and I remember I started following 𝗬𝗏 when he had 1,500 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers. He's almost at 15, 16,000 subscribers at the moment. So I've been following 𝗬𝗏 for a long time. You know, we've been chatting, we've had conversations. I was inside of his community learning Elliott wave theory. I was already a successful trader, but I wanted to learn more about Elliott waves, and 𝗬𝗏 was that person that I found that just really had a passion and a skill to teach you Elliott waves so that you can make sense of what he's trying to tell you. Okay. Right. Legends. So I just needed to give a shout out there to 𝗬𝗏. We'll give him a follow. Yes, I mean, 𝗬𝗏 is an absolute legend when it comes to Elliott wave theory. Okay, what I like to do is I teach a little bit of everything. I take the simplicity of trading, the trend lines, the volume, the support, the resistances, range high, range low strategies, swing failure patterns. So I do a combination of every strategy that I use as part of my tool bag. Okay, so legends, the highest probable scenario that I do see here at the moment, and let me draw it out for you, okay, based on the probability of that being the low. And just remember, legends, it's not a guarantee, it's just a probability, okay? Nothing in trading is ever guaranteed, it's just a probability. For now, okay? And I have actually, and you guys know it, I've been talking about this for ages now, right? I have been talking about this level for very long. So it's not something new that I'm sharing right now, because I've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks already, where I said, legends, if, okay, we can find support, there is still a chance that we could form a three-wave structure to the upside to go and complete a B wave, of which this is a three-wave structure in A, a three-wave structure in B, and now you're going to form a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave structure in a C wave to the downside, completing that A, B, C. And a B or ABC flat scenario, all it basically means, okay, is that your B wave is a corrective structure that takes the high, and your C takes the low. So basically what it does is it resets the market. Market makers love flat corrective structures, and they play out very often, and I see them all the time on the 1 minute time frame. Even in this little structure that we formed over here, I saw many flat structures inside of this little structure that we formed over here on the 5 minute, 3 minute time frame. So what market makers love to do is that when the top is in for now, there's a lot of people shorting, and where do they put their stop losses? Above the highs. Okay, then price starts moving up and it looks like a bullish structure, okay, finds support and it looks like it wants to find momentum. Then the bulls gets like, okay, you know, we need to get in over here, right? Let's buy the dip, Where do they put their stop losses? Over here. Okay, so now you have a liquidity pool and you have a liquidity pool over here. And before the rampage continues to the upside, what market makers love to do is they say, okay, well, let's go stop out all of these people. Okay, we make them believe we are going up. Then we go and stop out all these people. And then now that we've reset the funding rates, and now that the market and the slate is wiped clean, now we continue to the upside. And this structure plays out very frequently. It's a very common corrective structure. So there's still a chance, okay? So I still see the probabilities of us perhaps moving higher, but we need to pay attention between $116,000 and $113,000. We need to see how price is going to react in this zone, because this could potentially be an epic short to the downside that could come and claim the low at $89,000 and hopefully find support at $84,000, $85,000, where we have the range low that I've been speaking about during my previous live streams. Okay, right, legends, smash up the like button for the education. Remember, if you'd like to come and trade with me, let's come back here to my channel. Down in the video description, you select more. I'm going to zoom in so you can see I've got weeks. All you need is an email and a password. And by using my link down in the description, you get 50% discount on your trading fees. Also, one of the largest sign-up bonuses. The more you trade, the more money gets airdropped into your account. Okay, I've also got Bluffin. All you need is an email and a password. And also, the more you trade, the more money gets airdropped into your account. These are my two favorite exchanges that I use for day trading. Right, so also your way to support the channel, links down in the description, and I also bring you the best deals. Right, so let's get back here into the technical analysis. So for now, legends, this scenario still has a high probability of playing out, considering what I've learned this morning, that when you end a corrective structure in a double zigzag, okay, it has a 4%. If this is a fourth wave, ironically, you know, it's a fourth wave, but it also has a 4% chance of being the low. So there is still a 4% chance that this could be impulsive and we continue the bull market here to the upside. So perhaps, as with the thumbnail, we can expect the unexpected, right? And then the 4% probability actually played out. So unfortunately, like I said, nothing's ever guaranteed in the market. It still has a 4% chance that this is the low. But I mean, that's low odds, right? If you go to a casino and they tell you, okay, you need to put $100,000 down, yeah, but you have a 4% chance of winning, are you going to take the bet? Are you going to take the bet based on a 4% probability, right? Or they tell you you have a 40% probability, right? Isn't that perhaps a sweeter deal? Okay, so legends, now I want to zoom into this structure. Let's look at this structure over here. Okay, so I'm going to hide these things. I don't need them anymore. I'll throw this trend in my trends. And let's look at the structure over here. So let's go on to the 1 hour time frame. I just want to see what is cooking over here. Ooh. I mean, people say trend lines don't work. I don't know why people say trend lines don't work. Maybe you just have not backtested them properly to design a trading strategy around trend lines that don't work. Look how beautifully you tapped that trend over there and you got the rejection to the downside. That was such an amazing scalp here to the downside. Also an SFP here from the highs. I'm sure Andy got into this trade, or some of our pro members got into that trade, paid themselves on the way down and protected their positions so that if they get stopped out, they get stopped out with profits in the bag. I mean, that's just such a beautiful level. Okay, also when I take a Fibonacci, you know, and this is where you start building up confluences. When I take a fib from the high to the low over here, okay, we also tap the 50% fib level. You retested the scene of the crime, you lost the trend, you came back for a retest, 50% Fibonacci. Okay, this is also a level that I spoke about this morning in my Legends Pro community update. I told everyone this level is standing in the middle of nowhere and it doesn't really have confluence. But we could get a reaction from this level because it's also in confluence with diagonal resistance. And true as Bob, we got the rejection there at that trend. Small little move to the downside, but nonetheless, right, with a little bit of leverage, if you're a scalper, you know exactly what I mean. With a little bit of leverage, still only risking 1% of your capital, that move is significant from a profit perspective and with good risk management. The most obvious level inside of this entire zone, okay, I mean, 0.618, we know how powerful the 0.618 can be. I do like this little consolidation area. I can like it very much. Okay, and I'm going to get to another level in a moment. What I do like about that level is if I take my fixed range profile for this entire zone that we've been in, and I can see, okay, we also have, sorry, let me take it from there. We also have the point of control of this entire range in confluence with the 0.618. So this is the zone where we could potentially get a rejection. What's also interesting about the 0.618 is that, you know, it has more or less confluence with this trend. So potential fake out and you come back down and you fall, right? Where it's a fake out, people trade the fake out, breakout traders trade the breakout over here, you get acceptance back below the trend, and then you fall to the downside. So it is a strong area of resistance. Okay, I'm going to get to the point that I'm trying to make over here as well, legends. If I switch on my weekly levels, if I switch on my point of controls, okay, this is now where things become even more interesting, is that we have a weekly point of control over there. When I switch my weekly levels off, we also have a naked point of control over there. So we have a weekly level, we have a naked point of control, we have the 0.618, we have the most amount of volume that was traded during this entire range. This is where the most amount of volume was traded. So it is definitely strong resistance over here at $105,000. This is a zone where I will be looking for a short. Okay, but there's a but. There is a but, legends. There is a but. I see many people are looking at this level. I've gone through social media. I've looked at some people's thumbnails. I've briefly watched their videos. There's a lot of people watching this level. Okay, one thing that I want to point out over here is that when too many people are watching a level, what sometimes happens is you either front run the level, you don't tap it, it leaves the people that want a short here behind and it falls to the downside, or it breaks it. Okay, so definitely a level that I will keep in mind. 𝗬🔵 Trading, Finn Gummy, yo man, what's the chance to see you here, dude? Change your name. 𝗬🔵, welcome to the live stream. I just gave you an amazing shout out, Mr. 𝗬🔵. Right, yo sir, Dewald. Let me just do this. 𝗬🔵, welcome to the live stream. I gave you a shout out. I told everyone about that 4% probability that you pointed out in your live stream today, where I learned something new. You know, you never ought to learn something, and I like to think of myself as a person that constantly learns every day and evolves as a human being, where you highlighted for this to be a fourth wave has a 4% chance. Okay, it's just a game of probabilities at the end of the day, but I just had to pointed out that you spoke about this during your live stream today, where this scenario has a 4% probability of this potentially being the low. But I mean, it's still a 4% chance. We never know. We trade with good risk management. We get in, we scrap our profits from the market, we get out. Right, so where that ABC flat is still definitely on the card. So it's either we move up to the 1.236, 1.382, which I've highlighted, or we potentially form a contracting diagonal here to the downside. That little, let me rather just use my pen. That little contracting diagonal here to the downside. Only time will tell. But we don't care, right? Because we've got our levels of confluence. We know where to get in. We know where to get out. But legends, the one thing I want to point out over here is that too many people, for my liking, are watching this level. What I also want to point out about this level, yes, it is a great resistance area. You have the 0.618, you have a naked point of control, you have a weekly naked point of control there as well. Okay, you have the point of control of this entire range that we've been in over there. So definitely a strong nut to crack to the upside. So one of two scenarios I often see play out when too many people are watching a level is you either scare them, you break out, and these little pivots, okay, those little pivots, together with the 786, and ever so slightly above, we have a naked point of control, will also be an interesting level that I'm going to observe for potential short, okay, for potential short. Depending on how price reacts at this level, I will make a trading decision with good risk management and I'm going to take it as a scalp, legends. I'm going to take it as a scalp because now you've broken trend, you've got high time frame candle closes above. That's usually a sign of bullish continuation to the upside. You might get the rejection, it falls down here, it makes a higher low, bounces on the trend, and it continues momentum to the upside. That's why I say, legends, we short resistance, okay, and we take profits by support. That's just the game of the this is the name of the game. Right? You do not do it the other way around. You do not buy resistance and short support. Okay, you do it the other way around. You need to reprogram your brain. So definitely an interesting area of resistance to the upside. So it's either maybe the highest in, we've backtested the scene of the crime, and we're going to start falling down here. Perhaps, you know, if there's some nice bullish CVD building up between these pivots, we have a chance for a nice bounce here to the upside. Right, depending on how the structure plays out, we do have a momentum trend line that we can track the momentum to the upside. But, okay, strong level, but I do like these highs over here. I really like these highs. I don't know, because the other thing I wanted to point out, legends, we have tapped the range high. Okay, so if I go here onto the 15-minute time frame, what I want to show everyone over here, there was a range high right over there. So let me use my magnet, snap it on to perfection, make it white so that everyone knows which line I'm talking about. And I often speak about this scenario. When you have a dump or a pump to the upside, you just play it in reverse. That first high that you make, okay, or when you come from the upside, that first low that you make, okay, is what I refer to as the range high and the range low. We've already tapped it. Okay, we've already tapped it. I know from probabilities perspective, okay, we only tapped it once. And as long as you don't tap this level again, price, you know, just moved away. I mean, the rest is history. But if price comes back down, back up, and it taps this level again, now you're increasing the probabilities of filling this inefficiency. Okay, and I've seen this play out many times. If price had to tap this resistance zone that everyone is eyeing, you are tapping the range high again, and you're most likely going to come up to this pivot. So this is why when I zoom out ever so slightly over here, this is why this level for potential rejection, okay, is so interesting to me, because you're going to fill the inefficiency a little bit further up. We have the 786 and a naked point of control at $108,000. Okay, and you guys know swing failure patterns, right? That is my bread and butter. That is my most successful trading strategy, is swing failure patterns. Right, legends. Let me go through some more comments. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍, Dewald, I've gone through that. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You're doing awesome, man. Almost at 5K, 140 left. Yes, almost at 5,000 subscribers. And I mean, it's just been, the journey has been amazing. It's been worth it. I've also learned so much from 𝗬𝗏. And right, guys, if you haven't seen 𝗬𝗏's channel, go and check him out. Give him a follow. If you want to know more about Elliott wave theory, but I mean like proper Elliott wave theory. Okay, not people that think they know Elliott wave theory and they just know 5 waves up and 3 waves down, right? Go and give 𝗬𝗏 a follow. Okay, right. Who else is here? Getting knowledge from wherever possible, currently in learning phase. Yes, always great to learn in the trading game, and you will never stop learning. There are so many different trading strategies, but you have to find the one that suits your personality. How much time do you have to trade per day? You know, do you prefer the 4 hour, the 15 minute, the 5 minute? Are you a scalper? Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Or can you do both? How much time do you have on your hands? And you develop a trading strategy around those things. Okay. I think everyone watches Koen's stream after that, Andy's and later. That's the blueprint of learning, definitely. Dewald, final someone addressing the problem we have. Every single person is eyeing it. Yes, that 105, Allison, this 105 level, too many people are watching this level, and I see it all over social media. I've seen a couple of influencers also speak about this level over here, and it's no doubt, it is a strong resistance area. I've just seen this movie too many times. When too many people are watching a level, okay, it's either going to front run it, maybe it rejects here by the trend, maybe we claim the high again, maybe we don't claim the high, we fall down here, okay, we have an attempt, fall down, we front run the level, or you break through. These people wanting to short, they must probably have their limit orders set over there at 100x leverage. You know, stupid people get, okay, they're going to keep on adding to the positions, not to liquidate their positions, and then potentially we get the rejection a little bit further up, scaring them out of their trade, liquidating their positions, and then we get the fall to the downside. Okay, wouldn't surprise me to get the rejection in this zone and not get the rejection in this zone because of the range high here as well. Right, cool, legends. So this structure, this little local structure that we've been building here to the upside, man, oh man. Okay, yes, one could argue that it's forming a bullish structure here to the upside. One could argue that it's building a WXY corrective structure to the upside. Okay, it's not a pretty structure, and I would like a little bit more of information before I'll be able to give a better opinion on this structure. But I think what's going to be important for me is that if I take a fib from the low to the high, and let's just for argument's sake say that this is the high for now, okay? If price moves up a little bit further, I'll move my fib to the upside. The best trading scenario, okay, or the best area of support that I see inside of this structure is something that I've just spoken about. It is this range low over here. I love it. I love this range low over here. After you have a big pump, that little first low that you make over here is usually a powerful support level. And you either lose it where you close high time frame candles below and you fill the inefficiency, or it can offer great support. Okay, so depending on how price reacts at that little pivot, okay, that could potentially be a longing opportunity because now you're hitting support. Okay, so there is your range low. Okay, so what I would like to see is proof of support. So if price had to fall down here, I would like to see proof of support. I would like to see no high time frame candle closes below this level. Ideally, I want to see that. I want to see a tap and go. I also like to refer to the strategy as a tap and go. Sorry, let me just take the comment here out the way. I want price to tap the level and move away, okay, and not come back and tap it again. Okay, if you tap this level for a second time or you start closing high time frame candles below this level, you increase the probabilities of coming to fill the inefficiency. Then I'm looking at the 786. Right. Cool, legend. So longing opportunity. Let's see if we do get the rejection here. We do have a point of control, a 618, and the range high that's already been tapped. Okay, I like the 786 a little bit more to the upside in confluence with these highs for potential swing failure pattern. And for those of you that's been following me for a while, you know how I love swing failure patterns. Love it, love it, love it. It's a very good way to trade with great risk management. Never risking more than 1% of your capital, depending on your confidence, the tick boxes that you tick from your trading plan perspective. Okay, Cool. So legends, these are the levels. Okay, these are the levels. Now the question is, are we going up? Are we going down? From a simplicity perspective, what you could do is say, I don't know anything about Elliott waves. I don't know anything about Fibonacci's, Dewald, like, you know, guys, I just want to stress, okay, I really want to stress, I know two very, very successful traders that know nothing about Elliott wave theory, Fibonacci, whatever the case. They only use trend lines. That's all they use. The one person that I know doesn't trade Bitcoin. They trade platinum and crude oil, commodities, silver and gold, but they only use the D-line strategy, okay, which I refer to as the D-line strategy. But they are so practiced in their method, okay, they have mastered the trend lines to such great perfection that they know exactly where to take profits and how to take profits, how to get in with good risk management to take advantage of momentum to the upside, and also identify resistance and support levels. Okay, I mean, if you're playing a breakout over here, you cannot say, okay, we're going to 200k, I nailed the entry, and you know, you don't take profits. You have to take profits at resistance areas. That's what trading is. It's about. Okay, you take profits at resistance areas. It's just that it's the name of the game. So in saying that, legends, there's a trend. Okay, here's a trend. What would be nice is to have a little wave to the downside. Okay, now I'm keeping the analysis simple. You break out, you want to see high time frame candle closes above the trend, not weeks left behind. Potentially the retest is even a better buying opportunity, and then you take profits. Okay, there's resistance. There's resistance. You know, these little pivots, they always offer resistance, and you pay yourself on the way up. You take profits. You need to learn to take profits. When you hit resistance, you need to pay to take profits, because a lot of people, what they do is, okay, oh, I took profits and I closed my position over here, and then price ran away. It went to $200,000, and people are like, crap, next time I'm not making that mistake. Okay, and then the next time you take that trade and it does this. Okay. You need to learn to get into trades with good risk management, pay yourself, and be happy that you've won the trade. Okay, it's not about the money, it's about winning the trade. Okay, cool, legends. Let me go through some more comments over here. Did I spy Andy here in the house? Damn, Koens, I did not see you there. I owe you a shout out. Yes, Andy, the legend himself, here in the house. If you guys have not seen Andy's channel, right, link down in the description. Mr. Andy, the legend himself, but I'm sure most of you know Andy here. You know, a lot of you actually come from Andy's channel, but if you have not heard about the legend himself, go check Andy out. Link down in the description. The master trader in the house. Myself and Andy love double bottoms and swing failure patterns. Right. Okay. Don't you have a too big stop loss? You're talking a take profits important indeed. Koens trading, yes. Don't you have too big stop loss? Yes. You know, if you playing, if price had to break out here, and the rule for the breakout strategy is your stop goes below the recent low. It's a mammoth stop loss. The risk reward does not make sense. Okay, so let's say price breaks out over here. You plan to take profits by the highs. Your stop goes below the lows. A 0.96% trade is not a trade that I will get into in a million years. I will only minimum get into a trade that has at least a 2 risk to reward. And that's already too low for me. I prefer a 2.5 and a 3 risk to reward. So that's the minimum trade that I will get into. And if I do scalp these little trades, okay, it's with good risk management. And basically, risk management doesn't just mean where you put your stop loss. Risk management also means with how much capital you are trading. If your stop loss, legends, I need to, you know, I cannot hammer on this enough. If your stop loss, let's say your stop loss is 1% away. Okay, let's say your stop loss is there, right? 1% away. Okay, let's just for argument's sake say that the price did this, okay, and you put your stop loss here below the low. and this is your profit taking area. Okay, this means, okay, that you can trade with 100% of your capital at 1x leverage. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that you're trading with 1% of your capital. If your stop loss is 5% away or 0.5% away, it means that you could potentially trade with 100x or 100% of your capital at 2x leverage. And that is if you're following your trading plan in terms of which tick boxes you ticked. So what I like to do is when I enter a trade, I have a list of tick boxes. The more ticks I tick on my checkbox, so it could be, is there bullish CVD? Okay, can I count a 5-wave structure from an Elliott wave perspective? Do I have high time frame candle closes above the trend? I'm just giving you guys examples. The more ticks I tick, the more percentage capital I can deploy into my trade. Okay, if I can only tick 2 boxes, maybe I will consider still entering the trade, but then I'll use 0.03% or 0.02% of my capital. Okay, very important that to not go all in on every single trade, because you're going to bleed your account out. Okay, right, legends, a lot of education. Smash up the like. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Does swing failure pattern can be used for gold chart as well? Yes, you can use swing failure patterns on any commodity or chart, right? They all play out very similar. You just need to learn the personality of that chart that you're trading. Right, Junior, alts requests. Okay, I will look at alts in a moment. Finn, no Mustang anymore. Shelby F150. Yeah, guys must see Andy's F150. It's an absolute monster. I saw it there in Dubai. This move down from all-time high is likely corrective. Yes, I agree, Andy. I agree. This looks very corrective here to the downside. That's what you mean from all-time high? Looks very corrective? Yes. And this could potentially be, okay, there's a couple of scenarios. And A, B, C, WXY, ABC, 3-wave structure, ABC. So maybe this is your ABC, that's your W, ABC, ABC. Okay, that's your X. And this is your ABC in Y. So there's a chance that the low could be in over here in a Y wave. Okay. And this is now forming bullish continuation to the upside. What you then want to see inside of this structure is impulsive. You want to see 5-wave structures. You want to see a contracting diagonal to the upside. You want to see bullish CVD with the momentum to the upside. But please still pay attention to that little box that I've identified during the beginning of the live stream. So here on the 4-hour time frame, just to refresh everyone, you take your trend-based FIB. Okay, trend-based FIB. Can you guys see over there? From this high to the low, you drag it across, okay, so you can see your levels properly, and go put in this box between the 0.382 and the 1.236. Because guess what? That is a very common B-flat target box right over there, okay? Because this could be an A, B, C flat, and because the B took the high chance that the C is going to take the low. If the C does not take the low, then it's called a running flat, a little bit more rare, okay, not common, but it does happen. And right, legends, so just keep an eye on this box over here, because that could also be a 3-wave structure into the upside in a W, X, Y here to the upside. Definitely a possibility. Okay, and right, Finn, so enough of this blah blah blah. Which one of you forgot to smash that like button? We will find you. Andy, what if it's not? You eat your shorts, right? Right, legends, and remember, if you'd like to come and trade with me, links down in the description. I closed it now. Links down in the description of the channel. I've got weeks with 50% discount on your trading fees. Just want to see what CVD is doing over here. Okay, are we forming local strength or local weakness at the moment? I mean, there's no denying, if I go here on the 15-minute time frame, okay, there's no denying, legends, that this structure here to the upside just looks insane from a bullish CVD perspective. Okay, it looks insane. CVD is falling down, falling down, falling down, and price is moving up. That's usually a bullish sign. But I have to highlight that local CVD always takes priority. CVD more locally on the 5-minute, 3-minute time frame always takes priority over the larger time frame CVDs. Okay, if you're starting to form bearish CVD inside of this structure, okay, the bearish CVD could continue pushing the price down until it invalidates the bullish CVD. Okay, so for now, ooh, did we take that high? Yes, we did. Okay, so that invalidated the bearish CVD. So very neutral here at the moment. Okay, I don't see any signs of strength or any signs of weakness at the moment. It looks like we're about to form some bullish CVD against those two pivots, but basically just ranging here at the moment. Okay, that is still, whoever got into this little swing failure pattern over here, or this little, you know, swing failure pattern, I'm sure, I think Andy got into this trade, right, with good risk management, position already protected, free trade to the downside. Well done. Okay, so legends, that is basically what I wanted to discuss over here. Let me see if there's anything else. Did I leave anything out? That was the ABC I wanted to touch on today. Take that out the way. We have discussed that scenario. Okay, so a little bit more to the downside. Okay, I have touched on this yesterday, legends, as well, is when I take a fixed range for this entire zone that we've been in. Okay, some interesting support here to the downside. This level has not been tapped on Binance. I see that it has been tapped on some other exchanges, but it has not been tapped on Binance, ever so slightly front running that zone. So if price had to fall down here to the downside, I will consider a swing failure pattern from the low, where you could potentially find support over here. Okay, swing failure the low and gain strength back to the upside, maybe breaking the trend and finding strength back to the upside. Okay, let me go through some comments. Maybe we can have a look at some altcoins. Right, let's go. Hi Dewald. Carl van Groenen. Hi Dewald, please explain if you identified a resistance level to short from. How or when do you decide to enter? What do you look for? Okay, let me use an example of yesterday's short that I got into. I'm not sure if I still have a screenshot. It doesn't really matter. So let me go onto the 5-minute time frame and just show you an example. Okay, swing failure pattern, one-on-one. And unfortunately, nothing can be, you know, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. It's one of those things that you have to practice. You have to practice, because Andy can tell you, Dewald can tell you, someone else can tell you, but until you take some $5 or $1 and you go and practice this strategy, you will see, you'll start, you know, right, the pennies will start dropping. But let me show you an example, because I just love to educate, right, legends? Okay, so on the 5-minute time frame, okay, let's do 10-minute time frame because it doesn't want me to zoom properly in over here. There was a short that I took yesterday. I just have to see where on earth was that short. Okay, it was here. And I played a swing failure pattern. Okay, and the swing failure pattern that I played, okay, let me just clean up the chart. Take this out the way. I was looking at this little pivot over here. Okay, let me take my magnet. You know, these are all the tricks. You take your magnet, you snap on the level. So I was looking at these two pivots in combination with a 50% Fibonacci. When you take a fib from that low or that high to the low, I was also, you know, looking at that 50% Fibonacci. Well, 50%, we did smash it a little bit, but I mean, nonetheless, we're talking about a swing failure pattern. So a little bit of education is on the 10-minute, 15-minute time frame. Okay, How a swing failure basically works is it grabs liquidity and it fails to break up, okay? It looks like price wants to pump and it fails, it grabs the liquidity, it stops everyone out, and then it continues momentum in the opposite direction. It's basically a stop loss hunt. Have you ever seen, okay, where you play a breakout, you put your stop below the low, okay, you play the breakout and it comes back down, stops you out, and it continues in the direction you wanted it to continue. It stopped you. You know, that's a swing failure. It's a swing failure. It failed to break down, it grabbed the liquidity, it stopped everyone out, and it continues in the direction, okay, that it was meant to continue. So this little swing failure pattern over here, okay, is where I got into a short yesterday on weeks, link down in the description. And basically, you know, I'm not going to spend too much time here because I actually went through a lot of detail in one of my previous live streams, I think on Monday or last week Friday, in terms of how I trade swing failure patterns. But this is a sign of weakness. You have wicks above. Here on the 15-minute, 10-minute time frame, you only closed wicks above, and this is why it's my favorite time frame to trade on. No body candle closes above this level, okay? None of that. Because of that, even with a retracement, you increase the probabilities of continuing in that direction. I don't want to see that. Okay, so these to me are beautiful swing failure patterns where you basically leave weeks behind. So on the lower time frames, what I was looking at, okay, is the price breaks through and it starts trading below the level. Okay, that is where I enter, and now I know where to put my stop loss. The reason, okay, I do not enter as price is pumping over here. I do not try and catch the top. It's not part of my trading strategy. As long as price is above this level, I am not interested in the trade because it could do that, okay? I want price to pull back, show me weakness, and trade below the level. That is where I enter, because now I know where to put my stop loss. That little wick tells me where to put my stop loss. And as you move to the downside, you identify your support and resistance areas, and I closed my trade over here. So I had my stop above the high. I actually played that retracement, but that's now a little bit more technical. I'm not going to go into that today. But the basics of a swing failure pattern is, okay, you wait for price to pierce the level. You wait for price to pull back below the level so that you know where to put your stop loss. You get in with good risk management. What I like to do is when price starts moving in my favor, I protect my position. I pay myself on the way down, and I identify my TP areas, which is at support. Okay, that was a TP1 and a TP2 for me, and I closed my position in this zone. That's the basis of swing failure patterns. Now, you know, a little bit more of education that I'm most probably not going to cover today is, well, how do you identify a swing failure pivot? Okay, we can get to that during another live stream. Theta, people want to see their favorite altcoins. Thank you, Odor. Okay, no worries, mate. Thoughts on rising wedge, �'S's Elliott wave goat. Yes, Andy, me and you know that �'S's is an absolute Elliott wave monster, right? He eats it for dinner, lunch, and breakfast. I like double tops, especially double buttons. Yes, myself as well. Andy, man, I just commented on your stream. Haha, right. Cheers, man. Right, you guys having a conversation. Agreed on the 105 level. Curious to see what happens there if price does touch it. Yes, definitely. I think, you know, �'S's, I'm not sure if you're still here in the stream, but I see a lot of people watching that level at the moment. And usually when a lot of people are watching a level, you know, you're either going to front run it or you're going to scare the shit out of everyone, and you're going to, you know, then make the correction to the downside, or, you know, get into that scalp trade, depending on what your trading strategy is. Okay, but I do like, if I look at this structure, I do like these little highs for a scalp. Okay, I'm not saying, guys, I'm not saying this is an obvious level. Price is going to break through, it's going to reject over there, and it's going to do that. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, for me, that is where I will be paying attention to play a small little trade. I get in, I get out with good risk management. I take my profits, I call it a day. Take profits at support. Okay, because you might reject. What if you reject over here? Okay, one scenario is you reject this area. Now you find support, and then it goes right. Right, we'll see how that plays out. I think the price needs to. I need a little bit more data over here. I need ever so slightly more data. I do know that a lot of people are speculating on a contracting diagonal. I had a look at it this morning as well. It's a little bit confusing to count for me at the moment. Okay, one could speculate, well, what if, you know, all those what if scenarios. You know, could you count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It respects the rules. It didn't tap the 0.618 over there. This is the corrective structure here to the downside. Okay, ABC. Corrective structure. Then we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is then the A, B, C? I don't know. This to me looks like a mess at the moment. Very messy for me to count. Okay, I would just like to see a little bit more price action. Like, what on earth is this, right? I did see all the 0.88 taps over there, which increases the probabilities of taking the highs. Now we've taken the highs, but, you know, now we're trading back below. And I know this is where Andy got in, right? Swing failure pattern. That's what we trade. That's our bread and butter, swing failure patterns. But, I mean, this little structure, it doesn't make sense, you know, to be a contracting diagonal of some sorts with this very sideways momentum that we find ourselves in. Right, let's go. Lots of conversation. Smash the like button. Yes, legends, smash the like button. And guys, just please give me a moment over here. I need to switch on my AC because I am sweating underneath this hot light at the moment. So while I'm gone, it's gonna take me 10 seconds. Let me just switch on my AC because I'm overheating here at the moment. Let me do this.
Big move in Bitcoin then, in contrast to all the notes I wrote pre-show, which were telling me that this was going to put Bitcoin under pressure.
Yeah, the narrative that perhaps this launch of these political meme coins will sap flows from Bitcoin is showing us that it's really not the case this morning. If anything, it's just accelerated the momentum and the excitement around cryptocurrency under another Trump administration. But that Trump point this weekend.
What is all this FOMO about? Should I buy Bitcoin now?
Are you smoking your socks? You should rather watch my show.
Right, legends. There we go. Smash up the like button. And you should rather watch my show before you want to FOMO into any other trades. You know, Dewald's living the dream when he can afford to switch on his AC. Yeah, I don't know why it's so hot today, legends. I am sweating here while I'm talking to you guys. Okay, but yeah, I forgot to switch on the AC. Okay, so now it's starting to feel a lot better already. Okay, and this light, a lot of people say, Dewald, why do you put the light on? Just switch. I mean, look at this, legends. It looks like absolute crap when I put the light off, okay? It looks like absolute crap. This looks just way better, but it does get hot underneath this light. Okay, legends, let's go through a couple of altcoin requests. Let's do it. Stefan1, know what? He's a show. Watch. Right, show. Lekker man, myself van Billion. Bloody hot in Cape Town as well. Clint all the way from Cape Town, here in sunny South Africa. Say please, my lord. Say, you guys want to look at Say? I'm sure Andy has gone through Say as well. Right, legends. I mean, okay, structure is only invalidated once the low is taken. For now, we are dancing around the 786. Like I said, legends, I'm just going to keep to the simplicity of the analysis over here. There is, okay, a chance that this could be, and I'm not sure if Koen is still here in the live stream, but it really does look like a beautiful 5-wave structure here to the upside in an expanding structure, which is very rare and should only be applied once all other scenarios fails. I know, but I mean, you know, one cannot deny that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 inside of that little structure. But I mean, you can count 5 waves inside of this structure, right? Let's see how it's going to play out. But regardless, legends, regardless of this structure here to the upside, okay, if it is a bullish structure, what you would like to see is for 𝗖 to start finding support. It needs to start finding support. If it taps the 0.88, it increases probabilities of taking the low. So you really want 𝗖 to start finding support here. If you are uncomfortable buying dips and adding to your position and building low leverage swing position or spot back positions, you wait for the break of the trend. Okay, it's as simple as that. And I have spoken about this in detail yesterday. There's the red trend, the most important trend. Okay, 𝗖 has to break that trend and it has to claim that high. Okay, it's not just about breaking the trend. That's already a bullish sign. Yes, there's no arguing that this is already a bullish sign when it breaks the trend. But you know, you've got a high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And if it breaks out here and it forms a lower high, there's a chance that it will take the low again, forming lower low, lower low, lower low. So what needs to happen over here is it needs to break out, perhaps even consolidate. It needs to make a higher high. It needs to start breaking market structure. Come down for a higher low. That is the best buying opportunity. Once you've made a higher high, that retracement is usually the best buying opportunity. And it is going to require a lot of patience. People do not have patience. They want to FOMO into trades and they want to buy every single dip on high leverage. No, okay, because they want to 100x their portfolio here to the upside. That's not how we trade. Okay, yes, I have added a little bit here and I have added a little bit here, very, very small amounts, and I have a clear invalidation. If I get stopped out, so be it. Okay, I did not risk more than what I can afford to lose. I will only start getting aggressive on my swing trades once it breaks trend and it takes this high. That retracement, okay, is going to be golden for me. That retracement, 618, 786. Okay, and then right there's the major trend here to the upside. If you go here to the daily time frame, that's the big trend. So all you're basically trying to do over here is catch the breakout before the bigger breakout. That's actually all you're trying to do over here. The momentum is still up. So far, you are still forming higher lows, and as long as it can continue the momentum here to the upside, breaks the trend, that could be very bullish for 𝗖 in the coming weeks, months. Okay. So that is what I see on Mr. 𝗖, right? Just keeping the analysis very simple over here. And in short, legends, please be patient. Wait for the break of the trend. BTC is tanking. Ah, I mean, what an absolute short, okay? SFP here from the highs. What an absolute nice little short here to the downside. I just want to see what is CVD doing. We're still building up some aggressive bullish CVD. And there's a chance, legends, that Bitcoin falls here. Okay, you can now just imagine it falls here and CVD starts tanking even more, creating that insane bullish CVD. Okay. And this is why I'm watching this level. That level to me, that little pivot is going to tell me whether I should long or not. Okay, and I've spoken about this little pivot over here. That little pivot is very important for me from a longing perspective, because that is the range low. Okay, you want price to tap this level and go. It needs to move away. You enter like a damn sniper. You put your stop loss below the low, okay? Even if you catch the entry in the zone, it's perfectly fine. You'll just have to use less capital, okay? So maybe you catch the entry over there. But what you can do is, once price moves in your favor, what I like to do with this strategy is protect my position, or at least put my stop loss at this low. Because the rule for the strategy states, if it taps the level for a second time, you could still get a bounce, but you increase the probabilities of coming to fill the inefficiency. Okay, it's just a game of probabilities, and I've actually showed the pro members, the pro community, a couple of days ago how this probability played out to perfection. We bounced, we tapped the level for a second time, okay, and we filled the inefficiency. It's what happened. Right, so that probability does play out quite often. Where was the level? Door. What do you mean, where's the level? It's $100,000, 927. Is that the level? Smash the like button, Junior. Yes. Level is 1 million or 0. Bullish CBD sounds like 𝗬𝗚 𝗬𝗫. It's not CVD, but it's CVD, cumulative volume delta. Okay, cumulative volume delta. You will just about know. Right, Brett. Let's go and have a look at Brett for the legend over here. Okay, I'm also keeping an eye here on Doge. Let's see how Doge is going to behave. Let's go and have a look at Brett. Brett actually, Brett is losing it. Okay, one of the very few altcoins that I hold in my portfolio. Brett. Miro, I mean, I don't even want to talk about Miro. Miro took an absolute dump to the downside. And Doge, right? But Doge is one of my bigger positions. Miro and Brett, not so much. But I still have a spot bag, nonetheless. I mean, yeah, what can we say? What can we say? Let's look at this on the log scale, because the linear, the regular scale just makes me depressed. Okay, but even on the log scale, we have now tapped the 0.88. Okay, we have claimed, very interestingly, we have claimed the liquidity below this low. So if this low can hold, okay, it has a chance. It has a chance, right? The trend lines won't make sense because I'm changing between regular. If I go back to regular, you'll see the trend line makes sense. I don't trade the logarithmic. I only do it for high time frame analysis, just to see if the bullish structures are still intact. But we have now tapped the 0.88, which unfortunately increases the probabilities of coming to take this low. But I have to stress, okay, that the only hardcore rule in Elliott wave theory, if this was indeed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 year to the upside to form a wave 1, and this is a 2 wave year to the downside, the only concrete rule from Elliott wave theory is that you're not allowed to take the low. Wave 2 can even retrace up to 99% of wave 1, and if it gets the bounce before it taps the low, it has a chance. But okay, from a probability perspective, it's not nice to see the 0.88 tap over here. A second wave maximum target, usually you want to see the 786, and we've lost it even from a lock perspective. Okay, from a regular perspective also, I mean, it doesn't look great. Okay, so, but I mean, legends, it still has a chance. It has not claimed the low. Not yet. Let's see how this is going to play out. Okay. Just switch off these lines. There we go. Right. So, okay, keep an eye on the trend. Trend is your friend until the very end. I just want to see what's cooking here on the 4 hour. Yeah, I will just stick to the trend that I have. there's not really a better trend here to the downside that looks like it can be respected. Yeah, no, doesn't really make sense for me. Okay, let's see how this plays out. All too depressing, man. Yes, we've died, right? Can Brett fall to 0.04? Brett fall to 0.04? 0.04? Ooh, that is very far away. That is very far away. I mean, anything is possible, okay? Anything is possible, but just want to see something here. We just don't have much to work with. 0.04 is over here somewhere. So, I mean, Brett still has a chance in not claiming this low. It still has a chance that it could find support, okay? I think what would be interesting is if I go back onto, am I on the regular scale? I want to do a fixed range on this area. And just, ooh, did I use the right tool? Why is my colors all different? Okay. I must have changed my settings by mistake because the first time I see these colors, right? Not sure what's happening here, legends. I need my colors. What is happening over here? Value area high, value area low. I need to, okay, for some reason my settings has changed. 250. Just want to see what is cooking over here. Okay, I'll go fix that after the live stream. Okay, I wanted to see if we do have support there from a fixed range profile perspective. Okay, just want to see if it works here on Bitcoin. Now you see, yeah, it's perfectly fine. I'm not sure why Brett is giving me funky colors. Oh, right, there we go. Okay, now it works. Now it works. Yeah, I mean, it needs to hold the value area low. Okay, it needs. You can see it's struggling here by the value area low. It left a week behind, and yeah, it's not looking good. All right. Worst case scenario that I see here is if it loses the low, I will consider a swing failure pattern. That will be bullish. That price action will be bullish. Where you dip below, you stop out all of these people. It gets acceptance back above, it breaks the trend, it starts changing momentum. Okay, you have your stop below the low. As soon as you start moving into profits, you protect your position, then it has a chance. Okay, it could potentially SFP the low over here. But yeah, I mean, the Bitcoins, the altcoins has absolutely just taken a beating here to the downside. It's just, it's such an easy way to make money. It's also an easy way to lose money, right? If you don't trade with good risk management. Just wanted to see what dominance is doing over here. Okay, still trading above the trend. Let's see. Right, who else? And Dewald, may you chart Ponke Theta. I know someone has asked for Theta. Let's go and have a look at Theta over here. Theta, USDT. Well. Theta actually still looks great. Okay, it's one of the few altcoins that's really holding its bullish structure. Okay, where you have an impulse, the corrective structure is only at the 1.618 now. Okay, it can go down here to the 0.786. I remember speaking about Theta where I pointed the following out. Okay, and I'm not sure if you guys remember. I spoke about this. Let me zoom in here. I spoke about this and I said, guys, whoa, it looks familiar. It looks very familiar. You have the dump to the downside and it starts grinding up in this little upwards pattern. It took the dump to the downside and it started grinding up in this upwards pattern. And I said, is history going to repeat itself? And now it's losing the level. Okay. It could do exactly the same thing where it does this and it starts turning around. Okay. Exactly that round formation. Just playing out the price action as it happened in this structure over here. Very, very similar price action. Okay, but for now, I want to see, okay, based on the previous structure, you know, let's keep it interesting. Based on the previous structure, if I take a fib from the low to the high, where did it get the bounce? 0.8. So, okay, here is proof that even if you tap the 0.88, you don't have to claim the low. Here's proof. 1, 2, there's most probably a 5-way structure in there. I don't know. I'm not going to zoom into the smaller time frames. 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe an extended 5th wave there to the upside, and then a corrective structure here to the downside. Okay, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Yes, you can see over here. Okay, as price was curling around over here, low, lower low, lower low, and then here on RSI, higher high, higher low, higher low. Okay, that's usually hidden bullish divergence as price is making lower lows, higher lows on RSI, and then price turns around. Okay, so there was some signs. There were some signs, but I don't see it here just as yet. Okay. Not much else to analyze, okay? So from a simplicity perspective, legends, I'm keeping an eye on the trend. I've got my alarm set. Just be patient. You need to be patient, okay? Right, legends, smash up the like for the education. Remember, all of these altcoins can be traded on weeks. First link down in the description. Let me open up my YouTube thingy over here. There we go. Right. First link down in the description. I've got weeks up to $20,000 sign-up bonus, 50% discount on your trading fees, and all you need is an email and a password. So if you haven't traded on weeks yet, go and give it a go. Let me know how it goes. You also have direct access to the support team via our Discord community. Cool, legends. That is unfortunately all I have time for today. Have yourselves an awesome evening, afternoon, and morning. And until the next one, cheers for now.